Well, China has called on the last African ally of Taiwan to join the China-Africa family. Swaziland, now known as eSwatini, is the only country on the continent not to have diplomatic relations with China. Well, last week, the West African nation of Burkina Faso severed ties with Taiwan, as we were hearing there, the second country to do so in a month, after the Dominican Republic. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by CGTN correspondent Angelo Coppola. He is in Johannesburg for us. One of the Kingdom of eSwatini's mottos is, "We hide ourselves away." Do you think that the Kingdom of eSwatini, a small landlocked country with wilderness reserves and a proud culture, is interested in a diplomatic relationship with China? Has there been a response from eSwatini?
Well, there's been no response from the government here yet, or specifically from the king. You'll recall that as recently as April, the new Taiwanese leader paid a visit to the country and also, interestingly, visited Burkina Faso to try and maintain or shore up those relationships between the countries. Clearly, the meeting didn't work that well in Burkina Faso's case. At the same time that the Taiwanese leader did visit eSwatini, a senior Swazi diplomat said that the relationship between the two countries is based on loyalty and mutual respect. It's a 50-year relationship. Would the king be interested in a relationship with China out of loyalty? Analysts are saying no, but this is about support and there has to be some room for negotiation, Karen.
Well, as we know, eSwatini, it's a small country, it's got a developing economy. What do you think the significance would be of a diplomatic relationship between China and eSwatini? How would the two countries benefit?
Well, the analysts are saying that eSwatini would be the main beneficiary. The country doesn't have much in the form of investment opportunities. Over the years, Taiwan has funded a range of agricultural, industrial and vocational programs in the country. It's trying to, that's eSwatini, is trying to get its manufacturing sector off the ground. It was recently accepted, as you'll know, into the US Africa Growth and Opportunity Fund, and it exports sugar products, some textiles, some fruits and vegetables, honey, jam and some ethanol. So there's also a little bit of mineral resource in the country that's mainly gold, but it's on a very small scale. So the kingdom, or the democracy as they like to be known, has the most to gain in this relationship if it does develop any further, Karen.
And finally, Angelo, as the only country in Africa without diplomatic relations with China, do you see the Chinese foreign minister's hope that eSwatini will join the family of China-Africa friendship soon? Is this likely to happen?
Well, the official comments that we're hearing at the moment, it appears that it's unlikely to happen anytime soon. The question is, could the king open a diplomatic channel to China and enter into some form of memorandum of understanding? Well, that appears unlikely. That's while the kingdom still has a relationship with Taipei. But this is about geopolitics, and attitudes could change and new relationships can be forged in time. The king, of course, as you know, will probably be at the BRICS summit in South Africa in July, and perhaps the two leaders, the king and the Chinese leader, might meet on the sidelines of that BRICS summit and might forward discussions there, Karen.
Okay, thank you very much for that update. That was Angelo Coppola there for us in Johannesburg.